Hello and welcome along. Today on Snetterton Farm, we're going to use our T7 270 here to weed this. So we have our field of corn that needs to be weeded. I think we may have another field somewhere else that does as well. So we're going to jump in this with the narrow tyres and do that. And give it another stage of fertilising as a result. So we'll turn this on and fold that out like so. We'll get the GPS on as always. Makes things a lot easier. Move it across. There we go. Turn it on, drop it down, and away we go. That should be having an effect, which it is. Perfect. So yeah, we're going to weed this corn. Which should work quite nicely. Might take a picture a little bit further down when we're in the midst of the corn. So this basically adds another stage of fertilization, which is why we've got the weeder, and should make it makes a change from doing the other sort of fertilization stuff. So that's why I wanted to grab this and do this. And this is fairly wide, this one. Although I didn't realise this one also can act as a planter. Strangely enough. You can do both oilseed radish and grass with this. And plant fields with a weeder, which seems very odd to me. I'm not quite sure why you'd want to plant with a weeder, but hey ho, something to maybe look at later. It means it does mean that this won't work with a hired worker, because all the hired worker wants to do is use it to plant. It's one of those things where it actually be quite useful to be able to disable the planting functions in the machines that have it, because both this and the Coon cultivator have that as well. The Coon cultivator has the ability to plant as well as cultivate, but with a hired worker you can't use it to just cultivate. You have to have the planting functionality working as well. Which, considering it's a limited planting functionality, means that you're stuck with only using it to plant grass, or it's grass, canola. No, it's not even that. Oh yeah, it's grass, canola, and soybeans, I think. It's and radish, which is, yeah. I'm not quite sure why that is. That if it's empty, you can't have the hired worker. It would be more useful to be able to go, no, don't use that functionality. Which of course it can't. I would say just leave it turned off, but the thing is that of course it turns it on when it starts. It tries to turn that kind of functionality on when it starts it. I know what the answer to that is actually, because everything that you would normally indicate turn this off is off already, and then the hired workers and things try and turn them on. So yeah, it's a big conundrum, that one. Maybe you'd have to deactivate it, and that would deactivate it whether you were using it or the hired worker was using it. There isn't any kind of functionality like that, is there? Lift weeder, toggle beacons. Yeah, you've got select, or maybe an option in the seeds to select no seed would do it. So even if you turned it on, yeah, because we can't turn it on at the moment because it's empty. But to have the selection to disable the seeds, that would be cool. That would work. That would work very nicely. I'd quite, yeah. Focus is of course our weeder today. That is the thing we're doing. We are chomping through this field quite nicely. It being summer, it is that time when it's sort of the calm before the storm, before all of all of the autumn harvest kicks in, and we got a lot of harvest to do. Got the autumn. Sure how long we will spend in summer, because most of summer we have for us is mainly looking after the animals and having a lot of fertilizing going on. There's not much else, and all the missions around us as well, those would all be fertilizing missions. So I want to try and get on top of the fertilizing for the farm in as varied a way as we can, so that I don't make everything too repetitive for you guys. But at the same time, yeah, we need to make sure we get all 3 stages of fertilizing done on everything, and then we can have, and then we'll get a good yield on everything, which will be absolutely fantastic. Wow, we're only about a third into this field, I think. But this will this will benefit this massively. Yeah, you can see the difference in colour of the ground. So this is basically acting as a fertilizer stage. Very effective, which is awesome. And one thing I would like to see, more weeders. There's no, there's not really any mod or even DLC weeders. You know, it is a new bit to the game. It would be nice to have a new one. There might have been, I can't remember. There might have been one in the Big Bud pack. I can't remember. It would be nice if there was one in the Platinum Edition. That would be cool. That would be nice. As yet there isn't, but then they've only just started announcing the vehicles in it. With it being about a month. What are we? No, it's more than a month away, isn't it? It's about 3 months away at this point. So yeah, while to go yet. We'll see what other stuff. I do like that there are already 2 sprayers announced for it. To make an alternative to the New Holland. Which yeah, I can't wait for that. there's only one sprayer like that, and I'm hoping they both have a slightly smaller capacity. I mean, one of the things I like on this is the fact that I've got that Challenger one now. As it needs a retexture, but it's still a really nice sprayer, even needing that. Let's go in cap for a bit. It's one of those jobs where, fertilizing is one of those things we need to do, and I need to do a lot of. So any way we can vary it a bit, we will. And having a weeder is a great way to do the variety. There we go. In again. There we are. So now we're about halfway through the field. It's the nice thing about having a map every so often where you have square fields is actually quite nice. They're not boring me or anything, because the land is nice and it's nice and varied, and everything's not flat. If it was all just flat, then I would have a big problem. But it's not all just flat, so it's a nice bit of variety to it, and it's good to just be able to simply do a field. I said I do like my irregular shaped fields as well. Right, and up. There we go. So from next week, we're going to go to 2 episodes a week for Snettertons. I haven't decided whether it will be beginning of the week or the end of the week, and maybe the end of the week that Snettertons gets its episodes. Just so that I can get up and running. And then after that it might change, because of course the West Coast is coming. Right, and up, round, and whoo! Not too fast, please. There we go. Not that many rows left. This T7 is really nice. The whole New Holland pack is a really nice mod where we got all those variants of the New Hollands. Is yeah, really nice. It could possibly do a little work to sort of condense them down a bit. But yeah. The pack itself is very nice. Right, and up. So I probably got 4 or 5 more rows, I think, looking at this. And then I've got to go and do the same thing. We have another one of these fields that this will need doing on. Another field of corn. And then when this is a bit higher, we will need to do one more fertilizer, probably with the sprayer. to be honest. And we have 4 separate ways now we can fertilise crops on this map. I know 5 because you can fertilise them as you're planting as well. So you've got the manure spreader. Well, you have got 6. So you have the manure spreader, the slurry spreader, although we tend to use that for grass. We got a solid spreader, that's no good. A solid spreader, a sprayer, the weeder. So hang on, that's slurry, manure, solid, sprayer, weeder, and as you're planting, as planted part of the planter. So that's those 6 ways to do 3 stages of fertilization. So we can vary that in lots of ways, thankfully. We probably actually have enough slurry to do much more than just the grass fields with it. Kind of wondering if we can afford field 9 yet. Also be useful to see if there's anywhere where I've planted sugar beet that we might be able to buy as well. Because that's the one thing, of course, we haven't planted is any sugar beet. Kind of need it. Well, we don't need it, but we have the equipment. It would be a shame to have all that equipment sitting there and not use it. So yeah, I do need actually to get the wheel loader back up here and sort out our silage clamp, because at the moment it is all very higgledy-piggledy and needs sort of pushing into the middle. Go. That is. We're off course again. Haven't set the GPS, so we'll set that. We have about 2, maybe 3 more rows to go. And that will then do us for this. Which will be excellent. That will do us nicely. The other field that there is to do this is much bigger, so yeah. Considering changing my solid spreader. Right, and up. Thing is, if you have a solid spreader and if you spread manure, if you then fertilize as you're planting and you weed, by the time you've hit your first growth stage here, you're done as far as fertilizing a crop goes. It's part of the reason why there's a mod there where if you plough in the chopped straw, you fertilize the crop. The reason I haven't got that in is because I don't see a lot of point in having it in. Basically, you play your cards right and you can fertilize everything really, really easily. So yeah, I don't see a huge point in that mod. If I want to make fertilizing even easier, I just turn on the I just turn fertilizing down to 1 stage. That's what that option is there for. It's just like if you don't want to do the ploughing, turn the ploughing off. Although that, of course, makes it less realistic. You can still plough. You just won't get the bonus from it. Right, so we're coming up to the end. And we will take this back up to the farm. We don't have the time really to get started on another field. So we'll just take this back to the yard. I don't think there's much else doing. We might need to blow some straw actually for the cows. I know that previous day they were getting low. So right, lift this up, fold it up, and we'll turn the GPS off. Right, and before we head up there, let's check what's going on with the cows. So the cows actually need some power food if we can do it. We don't have a lot. We may need to buy some bales in for this, because I believe we only have one silage bale left. Alright, so we'll head up. See if we've got any silage in the in anywhere else that we can use. There we go. Round and round. Everything seems to be growing quite nicely at the moment, which is fantastic news. There we go. Right, so we'll go and drop this off over here. And just see if we've got... I don't think we've got anything in the actual... Right, we should be able to fit this weeder in there somewhere. I don't think we've got anything in the... We're going to get this out, we've got to put it there, because we've got the pole too much in the way. Right, there we go. So we're going to park this up because we're going to need to switch the wheels on this again. But the tractor we need, so I'll just park this up down here. Is our Case Agri King. Now this should have we need the trailer for it, which is not in with those over there, I don't think. Oh yes, it is far end. So I'm going to hook this up to this trailer, but what we're actually going to go and grab is our Manitou, because we need to get at least one bale. I think we'll first go and see whether we've got anything, because I don't think we have any hay. Oh no, we have. We've just bought some hay bales. Okay, so we're fine for that. So we'll grab that. We'll grab the Manitou, which is here. I think what we'll end up doing is we'll end up getting some food in there without actually feeding the cows. Rest around here, over here. What do we have? We have a load of hay bales and we have a single silage bale that at the moment looks like it's trying to escape. So I think what we're going to do is we will load up our silage bale, we'll get that in there, and then next time we will look at probably look at purchasing some silage bales. We have the money to do it, and we need to feed the cows in the meantime. Right, there we go. Got the bale on here. We're going to put this into our cow feeder, or our mixed ration mixer. And that is what we will start. That's what we will work on next time. We'll be getting the cows fed some more. There's a lot of muck in their thing. We might get the wheel loader up here actually and deal with this chaff as well next time. I think will be good. For now, we will get this lone silage bale into here. There we go. And that is where I'm going to end it. So, all that remains, really, is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye.